Okay, let's get started. I am very excited to do this run. Well, let's restart. Okay, I'm really excited to do this run. I'm ready. I've put a lot of thought ahead into how we're going to beat Super Mario Bros. As slowly as possible. The one caveat, well, two, is that we can't die. If you allowed dying, then you could get a bunch of lives, you could play forever. And you can't pause the game, obviously. But with those two rules in place, this is going to be a very interesting run, I promise. I know it sounds like all we're going to do is wait around for the timer to get to 0 and then grab the flagpole, but I promise there's a bunch more to it than that. So, while there will be some waiting around, we have plenty of things we need to do, like get a mushroom, for example. When you get power-ups, the timer will stop. Also, when you take damage, the timer will stop. So we obviously will want to get as many power-ups and lose the power-ups in between each power-up grab. When you go in a pipe, the timer also stops. When you exit a pipe, the timer also stops. So we just lost a good, 5 seconds there. We're well on our way to beating the game slowly. Now, we do have to wait around a little bit, and I will say as I'm waiting that initially, what seems intuitive is grab the flagpole at 0 seconds remaining, right? I thought I was gonna be big brain, 500 IQ, and say, no, you gotta finish the level with 6 remaining on the clock, so that you get 6 fireworks. But the truth is, if you have that little time remaining on the timer, it immediately pretty much finishes counting down all the time. The 6 fireworks go off, and they actually don't lose you any time, because the fireworks finish before the fanfare finishes playing. And so the level transition actually happens later if you grab it at 0 and don't get 6 fireworks. Okay, so we want to grab it at 0. There we go. First level complete. No time to count down. And when we split, you'll notice that the splits are green because going slow is very good. Okay, so you obviously want to grab this mushroom, and you'll think, okay, now immediately take a hit. But this is a rare instance where we don't want to take a hit yet. Let's go over here to find out why. I'm so scared, I can't take the hit early. This is going to be a very nerve-wracking category. Okay, now that I have activated that, we're good to take the hit. So you want to make sure you can get that power up. Take damage from this guy. Also, I failed to mention this in 1-1. Every time you go through a screen transition, the time on the timer will go down by 1, no matter how much time was remaining in the game second. So you want to enter a pipe or go up a vine or whatever as late into the game second as you can. So I'm going to try and go at late at 2:20. And now that, it goes down to 2:19 no matter where in 2:20 it was, right? So that will just waste some extra frames. Okay, so now I'm going to exit low 150 so that we waste most of the 150 time remaining. And then we have one final power-up to grab here. And then we're good to exit this pipe. But of course, low 120 is one we want to leave. I'm actually going to take damage off of this piranha plant. Very good. We're well on our way. Alright, 1-2 done. We've already managed to lose upwards of 5 minutes. This is looking pretty good so far. You know what, just for fun, I probably shouldn't risk it, but just for fun, I'm gonna collect all the coins, because that will actually make the 1-up in 2-1 spawn. Because that's how invisible 1-up blocks work in this game. Kind of weird. Oof, got hit. Just kidding. That's good. That's exactly what we want. Cool. 3 levels down. We're going nice and slow so far. Dying on an axe. Okay, yeah, that's allowed. There we go. I almost forgot. I was just chilling. I was like, oh, do I have enough time? I don't even know. Worst speedrun ever? Pretty good so far. So this one up, invisible one up right here, wouldn't be there if I didn't get all of the coins in 1-3. Well, technically you can skip one in that level alone, but that's all. Nice. Now we want to climb up the vine. I want to start, the timer stops when you're like halfway up this vine, so I want to stop it really late into a game second. So like 2:10, really late. Coin heavens are very good because the vine animation takes so long that usually coin heaven is the route to go, but not always. Oh, that was like high 4. I tried to get low 5. Rip. Reset, man. Not slow enough. You guys want to see something cool? Or I'll teach you something about the game. See how I'm bouncing like above the screen? Watch this. Now I'm not bouncing above the screen. How does that work? It depends on how much speed you have when you jump onto the spring. If you have very little speed when you jump onto it, you'll go really high. I didn't know that till this year. Okay, this level, not much we can do to go slow, so I guess I'll show off crouch swimming. Normally we hit Mario's head on this block, but if I crouch and then swim, once the blooper goes away, see how my head is through the block now? So you can crouch and then you can keep the crouching hitbox while you swim. That lets you do fun things like this. Oh, well, never mind. We have lost almost 13 minutes at this point. We're doing great. Because these cheeps are pretty scary, I should probably just try and get past them. Well, gotta have a little fun. Okay, 2-4. Just being as safe as I can, because one death is very bad. Very good. Get this mushroom. I believe the pipe is the second of these two, right? I want to take damage first. Very good. Now, we gotta wall jump our way up here. Or alternatively, we could do this. That's fun. If you want a really easy wall clip, anyone can do, just do this. Just tap left, ride this platform, and when you reach a wall, just kind of tap left until you go through. Fire flowers aren't bad, we just need to take damage as much as we can. If you get a fire flower, it means you lost out on one opportunity to take damage. Which sometimes it's better to get the fire flower, but that's more rare than common. Okay, this is actually something you might not know. 6-4 and 7-4 Bowsers throw hammers, but they don't breathe fire. But 8-4 Bowser throws hammers and breathes fire. Isn't that interesting? There's actually 3 types of Bowsers in the game. Okay, all we gotta do in this level is make sure we take damage, get the power up. Try sub 70 minutes? No, we need super 70 minutes. We need above 70 minutes. We don't go for subs in this category, are you kidding me? Dang it, I finished with a 1. How silly of me. I got really scared. I didn't want to die. Alright, well, this run is extremely improvable, whoever wants to. Alright, so we gotta take damage before this pipe. Because there's a power-up down here. And we wouldn't have any way of taking damage afterwards. 4-2. There's a whole bunch to do in this stage. So immediately, we are gonna mess around. Oh, don't die. That would actually be really bad. This is not worth it. I'm gonna die. Okay, get this. Then we're gonna have to grab this mushroom. I'm gonna do a mushroom jump for it. Cool. Alright, very good. Yeah, so I explained the fireworks earlier. I thought getting a 6 would be the best to get 6 fireworks. It's like unintuitive that the intuitive thing is slowest. Like at first you're like 0, and then you're like, wait, 6, and then you're like, oh, 0. All we gotta do is get the mushroom in this stage. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Maybe we can get past it. Oh, well, never mind. Alright, we just gotta be careful on Bowser. Oh my gosh, I was standing right on the... We're gonna cut this part out, guys. We're just gonna cut that part out. I ruined the run, but I'm just gonna continue because it really doesn't matter. Try again. Oh my gosh, I am incompetent. We're just splicing for the YouTubes right now. Don't shoot your fireball. Okay. There we go. Very good. Wow, look at this super legitimate speed run. And by that, I mean slow run. Let me show you something interesting about Hammer Bros. If we wait for a really long time, potentially he'll charge at me. Oh, here he goes. See ya. Alright, we're taking the vine, Then we, of course, grab this. That's why it was important I took damage before the vine. Okay, take damage from you. I can grab this. Then we want to finally take damage. Nice and slow, let's go. Maybe it doesn't. Gotta make sure we grab this. Oh, I wanted the double, but I bounced super high off the Goomba. Because I did a walking speed jump onto him, so I bounced extra high. Get him. The double! That was so sick! The double bullet bill? That's like a test thing. Like, that's so precise to make happen, and it's happening! What? Alright. Don't take damage this time. Just wait till 6-2. Most interesting level in the whole game. This is a fun trick Andrew G taught me. You get the edge of the screen, you get this block next to the edge of the screen, so when you crouch in here, you can't die. Alright, guys, we're making such good pace. Look how far behind we are. Okay, first thing to do is go in the very first pipe. For those who don't know, 6-2 has 4 bonus areas. 4! Can you count that high? Obviously. 4 bonus areas, though. And 1 is a coin heaven. 3 of them are pipes you go in. And you can't take all of them. If you take the coin heaven, you can't go in 2 of the pipes. But if you don't take it, you can go in all 3 pipes. So which is faster? I timed them all. Well, I timed how much time you lose for each pipe versus Coin Heaven, and the answer actually came out pretty close, but because you get an extra power-up on the 3 pipe route, it ends up being slower. That's intention. I know it looked weird, but... Okay, now I go in here, right? Yes. Now I take damage. A lot of people probably don't even know about this area. Like, whoa, underwater? That's not like an underwater level? Next on the agenda, I gotta go in the last pipe, which is this one. And then this has this mushroom. So the added time of collecting and taking damage from this mushroom puts this route ahead of the other one. 45 minutes lost? Let's go. This is a nerve-wracking level. Not really. I just have to get this mushroom. That's all there is to it. This mushroom's not too bad. I just need to do that. Yeah, so I think the very first person who had an idea like this was Andrew G. He said, I wonder what the longest playthrough of Donkey Kong you could ever have is. Because the Donkey Kong arcade, you only can get, I think, 4 lives. And you can't last forever in each stage. There's a time limit, kind of like this. So if he was like, I wonder if you got all the way to the kill screen, what you would have to do is you'd have to get to like one of the very last barrel levels and then wait for all the time to run out, die, and then use up like 3 lives on one of those super long levels, and then go to the kill screen. It would be pretty hard to pull off. Some top DK player could do it, I'm sure. We're gonna try and do something in this level. Oh my goodness, we almost didn't get to do something because the Podoboo was way dumb. I'm so scared. I just realized I gotta get to the end as fast as I can. I'm like used to taking my time, but I gotta speed. I gotta speed run so that I can go slow at the end. Okay, we gotta get over here. Why isn't lag happening? There we go. There we go. Slow, baby, slow. Go as slow as you can. No, I paused. That's not allowed. I accidentally... I'm breaking all the rules. I'm a terrible slow runner. Oh, it takes practice, guys. Going slow is really hard. Pause the timer for about how long I paused for. Also now I'm terrified of actually beating this Bowser because of the Podoboo. I'm gonna die to the Podoboo again. Okay, so we're just gonna... Come on, Podoboo. Jump. Okay. Perfect. Very good. We gotta take damage. We gotta go in the pipe after the first bros. This is like one of the craziest coin blocks to get in the game because of that bullet launcher right there. Ouch. Oh gosh. What up? This is a very familiar coin cache. I'm very practiced in doing wall jumps in this one. There we go. And we can do a clip over here. There we go. Perfect. Now there's one more mushroom I need to get. Nice. Alright, maybe we can actually show off Crouch Swimming Mario now. This is fun. Alright, there we go. Alright, we just gotta get to the power-up, and it'll be less nerve-wracking. Owned. I got owned! Dang it! Dang it! That's why it's hard to complete this run. Gotta pause. Gotta pause the timer. Yeah, you could come up with some kind of penalty for dying, but I don't know. I think it's better to just have rules and make rules be rules that you can't break. Like, if you do a high score run, there has to be some kind of life limit on a high score run, otherwise... Oh my gosh. This is so stupid. Okay, I'm gonna let it go a little bit farther. Penalize myself a little bit, or just like account for stopping the timer late. I'm only used to speedrunning these levels. This is actually a level that is way harder when you slow down. As you can see... Would never make a mistake if I was speedrunning. Going slow on this level, however, that is a real challenge. Oh shoot, I was supposed to keep that power up, I forgot. Now this Bowser's gonna be nerve-wracking again. We've had interesting moments. There's Bruce, we showed him off, finally. I'm glad we got some Bruce Palette Bowser on the stream. That's what I really cared about. No, Bowser, please back up. You're right where the Podoboo is. I just got scared. I mean, we finished with 2, but I just panicked. My bad. I could have waited, but I was just like, I don't know what's happening. I don't want to like stop to look up at the timer and then find out it says 0 already. I was just scared. Yeah, time lost for next time. That's really funny. Well, I guess, yeah. Gain and loss are kind of backwards when you talk in speedrunning. Anyway. Man, I don't know why I waited so long. I was just like chilling, but what if I don't even have time now? Gotta actually speedrun. I don't know how much time I have, guys. Clutch pipe jump. I might not make it. Okay. I don't know why I was waiting in that pipe. I was just like, I got very sidetracked. Alright. We gotta get the mushroom. Oh no. Paracoopa's out of position. Alright. We got it. Gotta make sure we enter at a low 310. We used up all of that 0 game second. Let's go. See if I can get this. That's always fun. Except I could have gotten like 3 more coins. It's not actually a good way to get coins. I think this is the last pixel where you can still do wall jumps. There we go. It's always funny to be standing up there with that little room. Alright. See ya, hammers. Okay. Like the double hammer change. Uh-oh. Okay. Don't hit me. Nice. Cool, we made it. Alright, so we've taken over an extra hour. I wonder how much all the power-ups and transitions help. I don't know why it did that so slow, I guess just to be safe. But, this is actually a room where we gotta go fast. This is a real level where we have to go fast. So we gotta loop this as many times as I can. Should I go for one more? Oh, okay, that's a no, I guess. Alright. The music speeds up, so does my heart rate. Terrifying stuff right here. Alright, that's the best I could do there. Oh, dang it, we didn't get the super 125. We got the sub 125. Ugh. Next time, now we have a goal to shoot for. We'll shoot for the 125 in the future. Dang it, we were so close. The legendary 125 is the time to shoot for it in this category. But like, you know how complicated this could actually get? You could find out like, oh, you can lose 1 extra frame rule in this level if you enter this pipe on the last frame possible. Stuff like that. Like, all the time that we've put into trying to make a game fast, there's almost as much you could do to try and make the game slow.